Hello everyone, Dr. Stock. In this video, we are talking crypto. It is my first crypto video since returning to YouTube, so I'm pretty excited about it. I got Bitcoin and Ethereum up here because I think they're getting to interesting points in their price action, and it definitely deserves our attention. Just so you know, if you want to hear more of my commentary, check out that link for the Patreon down in the description. There's also some other links down there for you to check out that not only help support this channel, but also you support yourself in your finance journey. So with that said, I do want to get right into it. I'm Dr. Stock, Doctor of Education. Let's go. All right, so I have in front of you the Moomoo app, and in this trading app, you can see the price action that Bitcoin has been experiencing after peaking out at about $71,000 per BTC. We've had quite a sell-off. And let me zoom into the more recent price action. You can see that we're hitting resistance right at about $25,000. And as I make this video, Bitcoin is pressing up against that 25,270 that we saw. Let me see, that high point was back on the 16th. And we have this nice little bullish pennant taking place that is threatening resistance, really pushing against resistance, trying to break through it. And we also have this beautiful golden cross that we haven't seen in a while. As a matter of fact, we haven't been over the 200-day moving average, which is this top line that you see here, all the way back since, holy cow, December 29th of 2021. So after peaking in early November, it's been pretty much straight sell ever since. And with all the quantitative tightening, we have a huge decrease in speculative investment that includes Bitcoin. And so Bitcoin being talked about for a while as inflation hedge, maybe it still has potential there, especially in the high inflation environment that we find ourselves in. But seeing this rally go along with the rally in the overall markets is pretty heartening to us. And checking out, as we press on, will we see it break resistance and where can it go from here? So you can see that we've hit resistance there before, and we have, in my opinion, minor resistance above that at about 26.5. And then from there, I think is where we hit the bigger resistance, right about the $28,000 to $29,000 per BTC mark. So should we break out of this thing, I think that we have room to reach potentially up to $30,000 when we see that breakout happening. Now, there's no guarantee there. Crypto is very volatile, and there's no saying that we'll actually break through that, but some of the evidence that we do have for it is being up above the 200-day. The 200-day is slowly trying to move positively sloped. We have the golden cross with the 50-day crossing over it. So I think it's worth watching, especially if you're interested in crypto, and seeing that speculative investment come back to crypto is pretty heartening for the overall markets as well. Perhaps they see an end in sight. Let's take a look at Ethereum. So in the Ethereum chart, you can see we're also coming across these multiple tops that we've had, the head and shoulders pattern that we had back here, the shoulders being at about, let me see, put that top on there, between 17 and 1800 for the tops on that. And we have pretty much the same chart pattern here as we saw with Bitcoin. So Ethereum following Bitcoin is probably likely what we have happening, and also moving with the overall markets. And we're actually sitting against pretty heavy resistance for Ethereum right now. That could indicate that Ethereum could be lagging against what we saw for BTC. But if BTC does break resistance, then Ethereum could much more likely follow. And that gives us room up until about $2,000. And I think that we're going to find a rather decent amount of resistance there for Ethereum. So we're going to have to watch and see for Ethereum. Now, Ethereum is proof of stake, which gives it some vulnerabilities, especially where regulation is concerned, that Bitcoin does not necessarily have eyes targeted on it. So the whole question of whether or not the cryptocurrencies that we have function as securities, I think Bitcoin is still pretty much in the clear for that. Ethereum probably mostly in the clear for that. Some of the things that function on Ethereum, maybe they're not as in the clear as we'd hope. Also, receiving those staking rewards is something that we want to watch for as well for the staked ETH. So do we see crypto rallying from here? Honestly, it's very possible that we see it rally even before I can get this video out to you, or maybe by the time you watch it, we actually see it rally out of those bullish pennants that we see for Ethereum and Bitcoin, and maybe we make that run in Bitcoin for that $28,000 to $30,000 mark, and maybe for Ethereum that we see that push on to that $2,000 level. Those would be very good signs for crypto. However, remember that crypto is a very, very volatile asset, and well, I think we've seen that happen over time, falling from the great and lofty heights that we had in those prices. Matter of fact, Ethereum we watched it go from $4,871, almost $4,900, all the way back in November of 2021, and it dropped down below 800 by the summertime of 2022. And we did have a decent rally through that. And we saw things like FTX happening back in November. And it's nothing I'm going to dwell on right now, only to say that, there are risks involved as crypto builds out and matures, and we got to be careful. So while regulation can be somewhat of a hindrance to the cryptocurrency prices, it also can be something that ensures better investor safety as we move forward, so something like FTX doesn't happen again. The other big headwind that we have in the crypto space is the quantitative tightening cycle that we happen to be in right now, that as we see inflation go down and as we see a switch from quantitative tightening to quantitative easing and more speculative investment comes back into the market, crypto should rally very well from that. So we're going to have to watch and see that build out for crypto over time. Just some other altcoins that are out there: Polygon, Matic. Centralization is one of the issues for people who are diehards for decentralization. However, it does bring some speed to the Ethereum blockchain as a level 2 solution, a layer 2 solution that wouldn't be possible otherwise. So Polygon, still one of my favorites. I still hold it in my own crypto portfolio, as well as Ethereum. I actually don't have any Bitcoin, although it is something that I wish that I did grab a hold of earlier on while the prices were still a bit down on it. So I don't think that I've entirely missed the boat. And should I ever decide to take a position on Bitcoin, well, I'm going to make sure that I do so at a price that I consider to be reasonable. Now for Cardano's been struggling recently, down below $1. It's actually down to 40 cents. At one point in time, this was pushing on to that $3 mark. And I thought for a while that we would get there. And that concurrency issue that's still haunting Cardano is something that we want to see resolved. And hopefully they can resolve it. So Cardano as an Ethereum competitor, I think it might still have some potential to it. It still might have some room to run. It still has its own resistance to break through from where it currently sits. And it has a very serious amount of resistance to break through in order to get that. So the near-term price action for Cardano might not necessarily be as big as we would want for things like Ethereum and Bitcoin. Polygon also joining that boat. So let me wrap things up for you. Bitcoin, we'll see if it breaks out of the bullish pennant. It is up above the 200-day. We have seen the golden cross. We don't know if that price action is going to continue, but if it does, we have room for 10 to 20% above where it currently sits, right around that $25,000 per BTC. So keep your eyes on that. Ethereum rocking around that $1,700-$1,800 mark, has room all the way up to about $2,000 per ETH. So Ethereum can also put itself within that 10 to maybe just below 20% range as well from where it currently sits with its price. I hope I get this video out in time, and I hope that you get to see it prior to watching this. And down in the comments, do me a favor. If you're bullish on the crypto market, put that down in the comments. Let me know why. If you're bearish on the crypto markets, leave that in the comments. Let me know why. Something else you can do down in the comments is let me know other cryptos that you would like to hear about and have me talk about, and I would absolutely be glad to talk about them. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed my commentary. If you'd like to hear more of what I have to say, see more of what I have to offer, check out that link for the Patreon down in the description. Other ways that you can support the channel, there's other links down in the description. You can click the like button, subscribe button, ring the notification bell to see any time that my videos come out. I really appreciate you giving me your time. I'm Dr. Stock, Doctor of Education. We'll see you in the next video.